Welcome on in, everybody, to FNM here at Impact Gaming Center. It looks like our players for our first round are getting started here. We've got Caleb Vines and Eric Lindauer. And it looks like we're going to start here. Alrighty. There we go. Hey, Caterbird. Terrible connection. Hey, nice to see you, though. Thanks for joining us. Looks like we've got 17, and there's the Swift Spear crashing in. Gonna deal 1 point of damage to Caleb. And a mountain and go. Gonna skewer the critics. Which triggers prowess. Down to 13 goes Eric. And down to 10 goes Eric. So Eric under the gun already here. And there's a Sakura Tri-Builder, pass back, and that'll be a great blocker here. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, there's a Goblin Guide for Caleb. And reveal, get the land there for Eric. Do we want to block? Probably, I would imagine. One of these creatures want to block for Eric. We'll block the Goblin Guide. Alright, so he gets his land, shovels up. Untap, and here's Eric taking his turn. Draws his Stomping Ground for turn. We'll go ahead and play Explore. Tapping a mountain and a forest. Draw 1 card. Get to play an extra land. No Burton Cini special here. And another Explorer. So, Stomping Ground. Eric's in a rough spot here. Caleb's Not sure really what they're talking about. All right. There is another Swiss beer. And I'm sorry, I had the names mixed up. We're going to cast a Roiling Vortex in the main deck. Wow. So that'll trigger Swiss beers. So that's 2, 4, 6. Caleb is at 9. And attack will reveal not a good one. Search for tomorrow, not what you want to see here if you are Caleb. Down to 3 goes Caleb. Plays a mountain and Scape Shift. Does he pull it out here? Oh man! Sacrifice all my lands. Is he just going to be able to do it? I think the math checks out that he will be able to win this game, and just like that. Just like that. There you go. All right, game number 1 goes to Caleb. Wow. Eric was probably feeling pretty good about that game, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I mean, that's what Titan Shift does, though. All right, yeah, that's game number 1. We're gonna see if these guys are gonna let us be able to see what they're bringing in and taking out. Oh man, absolutely brutal. But yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, please subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff that YouTubers say to do. We would appreciate it. Playing 4 rounds of Modern. I believe we have 12 players here at Impact Gaming Center, located at 49 Ludwig in fantastic Fairy Bites. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. This is our 2nd week of streaming and our very first week that we will be able to put it on YouTube. So we're super excited. Players still sideboarding. But we are super excited. If you are in the St. Louis Metro East area, surrounding area, come on down. We got 22,000 square feet of gaming space. We've got board games. We've got D&D tables available. We sell Warhammer, 40K, Age of Sigmar, a ton of Games Workshop stuff. We've got, of course, trading card games such as Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Lorcana, One Piece, all sorts of fun stuff. And we have a 24 setup, 24 rig setup for a LAN center. And yeah, it's just an amazing place to play. So we hope to see you. But yeah, let's get back down to the action. They look like they're about done and ready to roll. Both players shuffling up. I had the names right at first. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see. Can't. Looks like a lot of lands for Eric, which is exactly what he wants to do, to be honest. If he's got an Explorer too, he'll probably keep. Both of these decks very straightforward, to say the least. All right. So it looks like both players are taking a mulligan. Yeah, it kind of looked like Eric's hand was almost literally just lands and maybe one spell. I didn't get a good look at Caleb's hand, but you know, he's playing the deck, so I will trust that he's making the correct decision. Alrighty, hopefully we have a good 6 and we can get off to the races here. All right, it looks like Eric has. Does he not have any green? Oh no. Looked like he had plenty of spells. Well, it looks like he's keeping, so he must have a green source in there. Caleb on the other side, I see some of the Horizon lands, an Eidolon, and he is keeping as well. But yeah, this is just round 1 of 4 tonight, so stick around during our intermissions. I do apologize. We got burned in the first match, so it might be a short stream. Or short round, rather. Down to 16 goes Eric. And search for tomorrow on turn 1, just like he needed it. All right, we drew a Swift Spear on Caleb's side. So Caleb, no turn 1 play, but he does have Eidolon if he so chooses. Instead, he'll play Swift Spear and attack for 1. Down to 15. Eric's having some issues with that life counter. And Skewer after the fact, so there goes 3. All right, counter comes off of Search for Tomorrow, and Eric takes a draw step, plays his mountain. And are we going to see another Search for Tomorrow? He does have the Scape Shift in hand, though. So I believe if he can get to 7 lands, he will almost just win the game on the spot. He will deploy Sakura Tribelder and pass. What a great card. Not only does it block, soak up damage, but when it goes to the graveyard, of course, he gets to go get a basic land from his deck. Exactly what Eric wants to be doing in this scenario. Bide his time, get to 7 lands, and cast that Scape Shift that is in his hand already. Caleb gonna tap 2 lands, lose 1 life. Drops to 18, and there is the Eidolon we knew about. I wonder if that's going to put a hitch in Eric's game plan here. And we will attack. Yep, accept that block. Search for a basic, and kind of shortcutting here, but Caleb's going to crack his fetch land and get a mountain. All right, Search for Tomorrow comes off suspend, which will deal Eric 2 points of damage, dropping him down to 10. We're resolving Sakura Tri-Builder. He can't get the Stomping Grounds with the Sakura Tri-Builder. Now we're resolving the Search for Tomorrow. There we go. All right, untap, and we'll take a draw step here for Eric. Stomping Ground. So that'll be land number 5. He's only at 10 life, though, so he's in a precarious position. I don't quite know what's in Caleb's hand, but we need at least 3 more lands from Eric to be able to fire off that Scape Shift and go for the win here. Could be a very similar scenario as last game, though. Eric did win game 1. He got to 7 lands and won. In the tank. Eric is in the tank, scratching his forehead, thinking about his play. He will definitely want to play that Stomping Ground tapped. And he casts Summoner's Pact for 0 mana, which means, yes, he will drop to 8. Oh, and he gets Obstinate Baloth, so that's a good way to gain some life here. So he loses 2 life, and then I believe he gains 4. Yeah, so up to 12. Nice piece of tech. Sure, that probably came in from the sideboard, and now he's got a gigantic blocker, so these, these attackers won't be able to just attack free reign. But we did draw a Boros Charm on Caleb's side. He plays the Horizon Land, blanking on the actual name of that card. So Eric needs 2 more lands. And he is tapping away like he's playing a bass drum. Caleb really thinking about, does he want to... If he attacks here with both, obviously Eric eats the Eidolon with the Baloth, and then that kind of just gives him free reign, Eric that is, to start casting all his spells. And yeah, he's going to decide, I do want to attack. Sends in the crew. Sure, Eric's, yep, blocks. He could make things indestructible, I suppose, here. That'll deal him 2 damage. Indestructible. Plus the trigger from Monastery Swiftspear. Wait, what's the other mode on Boros Charm? Is it +2 +0? Gotta be. Regardless, Eric pays for pack and just passes back. So Caleb in top deck mode here. He's going to take a draw step and a bolt. So Lightning Bolt going to take down the Monastery Swiftspear. Well, did Eric draw Lightning Bolt? All right, there's 3 damage. And a pass back. Eric needs to find lands. He's got to search for tomorrow and a fetch land. Wooded Foothills. Crack down to 6. This is very, very dangerous, but got to risk it for the biscuit, I suppose. It's going to hard cast Search for Tomorrow. And this is a win, I believe. And he's just going to slam. Yep, there's Search for Tomorrow. There's the handshake. There is the match. So there you have it. Eric Lindauer wins with Titan Shift over Caleb Vines in round 1 of tonight's FNM. Wow. Eric just stole both of those games, I feel. Holy smokes. Yep. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Stay tuned for round number 2. We will have that up momentarily. I know that only took about, 15 minutes maybe at max, but please stick around if you're watching live on Twitch. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Head on over to twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. Give us a follow, and if you're in the Metro East St. Louis area, head on over to 49 Ludwig Drive in the beautiful Fairview Heights, Illinois. Come check out our 22,000 square foot gaming center. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. I will check out and see if maybe we can get somebody else on feature match this round. If not, I will see you in the next round. But stay tuned.